Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Washington Mystics as they go up against the New York Liberty. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Here we go. Well, New York is the #1 media market, and the Liberty fans are loud and proud. They make it tough.
Guys, this game has a different feel. These two teams have had some great battles. Bragging rights are on the line.
And so for Washington, this hasn't been their strongest matchup so far. They're down in this season series against New York.
And here is Vandersloot. Pass to Austin. Outside Atkins. Goes back up. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to a strike for 2.
We cannot let Shakira get the ball down low. Austin is too much to handle.
And she makes the first. First-round pick back in 2022. What do you like about Shakira Austin's game, Brian?
Well, I love how she uses her length to her advantage. She's 6'5" and doesn't jack up a bunch of threes. Her goal is to own the paint and be physical down low.
You have to respect the determination that Shakira Austin brings to the court. She plays extremely hard and will not back down from any matchup.
Here's Banham. Sinks the triple.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Vandersloot. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Shots good by Jefferson.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Vandersloot. Out to the left wing. Clock at 6. Back to Boston. Over Stevens. And it's Boston missing.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
3 of 4 from the floor to start, and that's a good sign.
Vandersloot with it. Pass to Boston. Austin. Vandersloot outside. Here's Atkins. Boston up top. Over Stevens. Boston with the bucket.
That's a big make for Aaliyah Boston. It forces defenders out of the paint to meet her.
New York in the lead. Pass to Mack. Cannon. Banham. Vandersloot defending. And here's Banham. From deep. Here's Mack. The second chance effort. Right side, Stevens. Now Banham.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Now here's Vandersloot. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Here's Boston. And no good, trying to use the glass. Inside. Shots good by Jefferson.
That's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to do it.
Vandersloot outside. To the middle. Azare Stevens with the block.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
They've started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Austin. Austin inside. She's guarded by Stevens. Azare Stevens with some nice D.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
To the right side. Pass to Banham. Vandersloot with the steal. Here's the break. Here's the floater. Now that we're in the latter stages of the season, talk to me, guys. How excited are you about the playoffs coming around the corner?
Oh, I can't wait, Blake. This is a beautiful time of the year. But at the same time, there are still games to be played that could totally change the playoff picture.
Yeah, and it's important for players to remember that, too. Just because you're in the playoffs if the season ends today doesn't mean things can change. And ultimately, you can find yourself on the outside looking in.
Here's Banham. Pass to Mack. Outside, Stevens. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Jefferson. Off target from outside.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And here's Ariel Atkins outside. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Here's Banham. Jefferson left side. Stevens. And the three ball is good.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
The Mystics trailing. Here's Vandersloot. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. For 3. The shot off that time.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Here's Cannon. Offline with the 3. The Mystics on offense. Pass to Vandersloot. Now here's Boston. And here's Vandersloot. Now Boston. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. And she'll shoot one more at the line. Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible, playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
Here's Mack. Here's Ionescu. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title.
A shot by Caldwell, no good.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today. I love to see that kind of effort.
And it's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Ionescu misses. Here's the Mystics with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Carlton. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
No one is better than Vandersloot at recognizing and picking out open teammates. She has out-of-this-world court vision.
Now here is Hayes. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Liberty, Tiffany Hayes.
And the first one falls for her. And that's good as she hits both shots. And here's Vandersloot. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Austin. Caldwell. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
Nice dish from Austin. What a team player.
New York in the lead. And stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. And she finishes nicely on the layup. Ionescu has it. Pass to Mack. Here's Stevens, guarded by Austin. Stevens with it. Austin's there. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Courtney Vandersloot with some nice D. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Here's Carlton. Pass to Boston. It's stolen by Griner. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Here's Mack. Good work there as it goes. Here's Vandersloot. To the paint, and stolen by Brittany Griner. Pass to Ionescu. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. With one on the clock. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Liberty out in front, up 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Pass to Caldwell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. And the Liberty with possession here. Now here is Ionescu. There's the triple. That one is off. Here's Caldwell. She's guarded by Hayes. Here's Charles. The 9-footer is on the mark.
When Charles's jumper is on, she's that much harder to guard. It just opens up a lot of different parts of her game.
Now here's Suarez. And there's a whistle. That goes on Turner. That's her first foul.
Substitution for Mystics. Number 45, Stephanie.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Ionescu.
Mystics foul. Stephanie.
And the Mystics making a change here.
Second team foul. Substitution for Washington. Number 1.
Outside Hayes. And here's Ionescu. Offensive rebound. Griner makes it off the glass.
Well, not only does a 6'9" height help Griner get the rebound, once she secures it, she's so close to the hoop, those second effort points come easy.
Pass to Carlton. Caldwell. She's guarded by Hayes. Here's Charles. Good D by Stephanie Suarez. Here's Ionescu. Launches it. And Carlton pulls it down.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
And yep, it's good.
Adept at getting to the rim. A little screen will never hurt Charles, too. She just loves to finish.
Griner. Carlton defending. And that one good.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play.
Man, I hope this game keeps on going forever.
Now here's Charles. Screen by Charles. Good D by Stephanie Suarez.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
outside Charles. Shot clock at 6. New York with the rebound. Pass to Ionescu. Suarez. And the shot goes down.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Covered by Ionescu. Now here's Charles. For Suarez. Charles, no good. Now here's Griner. She's guarded closely. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. She gets it in there.
And that's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed play on the low block. I love that.
Me too. It's old-fashioned. Reminds me of when we played. Old-fashioned counter-rock basketball, and it's working well.
So both teams changing it up here.
And for Sabrina Ionescu, the top pick of the 2020 draft, she had a bit of an inconsistent start to her career.
Spraining her ankle her rookie year and just playing 3 games. In her second season, she shot 38%. But you got to give Sabrina credit. The Walnut Creek Wonder worked herself into the star we know today.
Now here's Ionescu. Outside Stevens. There's a screen by Stevens. Pass to Mack. Now Ionescu. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Boston. Now Austin. Outside Atkins. Back to Austin. Azare Stevens with some nice D. New York in the lead. Pass to Mack. And here's Ionescu. They set the pick. It lets the 3 fly. Jackson pulls it in.
Her three-point shot has been real rough here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped her from attempting them, but it's time to give it a rest.
Now Austin. Outside Atkins. And stolen by Stevens. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And you see just how strong Boston is. Shrugging off the contact with ease.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Banham. Vandersloot defending. Now Banham. Here's Cannon. Good work defensively, Rakia Jackson. Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Boston. Austin. Here's Vandersloot. Boston. She's guarded by Boston. Now Cannon. Outside Stevens. Now Banham. They need this. Hits the 3-point bomb.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Vandersloot outside. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
Figuring out ways to score inside at 5'8". Vandersloot has multiple ways to finish.
Pass to Jefferson. Banham. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Austin. And down it goes. 2 points.
Making her living in the lane. Shakira Austin, good luck slowing her down.
Here's Banham. Vandersloot defending. Pass to Cannon. Stevens. And it's New York with another. Here's Vandersloot. Now here's Atkins. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Well, Vandersloot's unselfishness is part of what makes her so special. She loves to create for others.
New York calls timeout.
Guys, there's really no debate. When it comes to assists, Courtney Vandersloot is the GOAT.
No argument here. 7 assist titles in her career, easily the best assist average in league history. Vandersloot is a wizard with the rock.
Now here is Stevens. She's got 9. Down low. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
And it's Atkins missing. And the Liberty with possession here. They lead by 4. Pass to Stevens. And here's Banham. Defended by Atkins. Out to Vandersloot. The 3 sinks a 3-pointer.
If Vandersloot gets a look she likes, she lets it rip. I love her quick decision making.
Here's Stevens. He's guarded by Boston. Back to Stevens. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line.
Yeah, I love seeing bigs like Stevens that shoot well from the free throw line. And to me, it's really just a testament to their quest for perfection. They want to have all parts of their game be efficient.
So it's Washington now, trailing by 2. Vandersloot outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins. And here's Banham. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Mystics ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter after the break. Start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here is definitely Stevens being able to get it done.
She tore it up on the offensive glass in the first 2 quarters. Full effort.
Yeah, she was incredibly persistent, and that's what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. And look, she's making bigs all around the world proud with her play.
Start of the 3rd quarter here after a closely contested first half. Pass to Austin. Atkins. Boston sets a screen. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Stevens picks one up.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
And she knocks down the first one.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
She hits both from the stripe. The Liberty trail. Jefferson outside. Pass to Stevens. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Vandersloot with it. This one for 3. Jackson, no good.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
It's so tough to match up against Stevens inside. With her size and touch, there's no easy way to defend her.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, as good as Stevens is inside, she breaks the mold of your typical WNBA big. She can stretch a defense as good as anyone.
Now here's Austin. Now Atkins. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. And another miss by Washington. Here's Cannon, guarded by Jackson. Stevens, that's good.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Now here's Vandersloot. 10 points for her. Here's the 3. Jackson, no good.
Adona, a 0 so far to start the second half. 4 straight misses.
Jefferson, right side. Stevens. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Vandersloot. Back to Boston. Nails the baby hook.
There's not many players that are better at exploiting a mismatch than Aaliyah Boston. Every time she's had the upper hand in a one-on-one situation, she's attacked.
Phantom. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Austin. Left side Jackson. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
I like when Boston is selfless like this. So good at connecting with open teammates.
Timeout called the Liberty. On defense, the Mystics. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Stevens, she's guarded by Boston. Clock at 4. Here's Cannon. No good from outside. The Mystics with the lead. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Jackson. Boston up top. And she keep it going. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for her this game.
Well, this is the thing about Aaliyah Boston. She can beat you back to the basket, and she can beat you facing up as well.
Here's Jefferson. New York, no good that time either.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Coach has a look like, are you kidding me?
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession. Just an incredible read on defense to come up with that block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you got to do. Contest every shot.
And the Mystics call time here. New York on D. It's a 5-point game. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Stevens grabs the board.
Nearly got his finger to that shot on the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss. Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Outside Atkins. Good on the three-point shot.
With off-the-charts basketball IQ and energy, Atkins is a master at putting the ball in the basket.
Here's Banham. She's got 6. Pass to Cannon. Now here is Stevens. She's guarded by Boston. The shot by Stevens, no good. So it's Washington now. Back to Atkins. Max grabs the miss.
Yeah, she tried to fight her way through traffic and just couldn't do it.
Here's Banham. Pass to Cannon. Now Banham. Just 5 on the clock. Jefferson with the screen. Banham, no good.
She's just not been on her game. The deficit, it's really not totally on her, but she hasn't helped the situation.
And here's Atkins. Here's Austin. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
But you all see that painted area? It belongs to Shakira Austin. She takes it personal down low.
Now here is Stevens. She's started by Boston. Back to Stevens. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And how huge has she been to give her team a lift?
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now here's Boston. She's got 14. Azare Stevens with some nice D. Jackson with the steal. Vandersloot. Outside Atkins. Puts up a 3. Out of bounds. Mystics ball as Washington keeps possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Washington Mystics. On Saturday, they're off to the Bay Area to face off with the Valkyries. Then on Sunday, they're off to Los Angeles to face off with the Sparks.
And looking at the Fever matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they're rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a challenge.
Oh, it's going to be a challenge, all right. But it's a challenge I think this team is up for.
That one, good for 2.
It's just cool to see Atkins have fun playing the game. And I love how she brings great character and personality to her team.
Here's Banham. She's got 6. And here's Jefferson. 3-pointer. And it's Austin with the rebound.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Vandersloot outside. On the wing, Rakia Jackson. 6 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound, New York.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
To the middle. And the basket by Mack.
Oh, I love that vision, guys. What a great job threading that pass into the lane.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Austin. Atkins. Screen by Austin. To the inside. They swipe it. Here's Ionescu. And the layup's good off the glass.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Now here's Atkins. She's got 16.
She's really picking up where she left off in the first half.
The Liberty Trail. Ionescu has it. Mack, guarded by Austin. Here's Banham. The layup off target.
This quarter's not going her way. Still scoreless.
Jackson outside. Pass to Atkins. Just 5 to shoot from downtown. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Jefferson. Now Banham, defended by Atkins. Now Cannon. Ionescu outside. Gets it to go from downtown.
Please don't take their eyes off her, because she can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
The third quarter comes to a close. Mystics ahead, up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Pass to Griner. Hayes. Back to Griner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Brittany Griner. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Boston. The Mystics leading. To the paint. To the middle. Here's Griner. She nails it, and we're tied up.
All the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
They've found holes in the D, and they're really exploiting that.
Pass to Carlton. And here's Charles. Boston. She's guarded by Griner. And it's Boston missing. And so it's New York with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Carlton. Lets it go from deep. Stevens grabs the board. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Ionescu outside. Hits it from three-point range.
A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that three-point line.
Pass to Caldwell. Another miss by Washington. New York leading. Ionescu outside. Now here is Stevens. They double her with Boston. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Hayes. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Mystics.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Looking to end the run. Stevens grabs the board.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a strong interior presence, but she's got to finish those chances when she has them.
Hayes for 3. Leah Boston grabs the miss.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to Caldwell. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Pass to Stevens. And here's Griner. New York, no good that time either. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
And Azarae Stevens picks up the foul. That's her third foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Now Vandersloot. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the drought. New York with the rebound. Here's Cannon. Inside. Vandersloot with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Washington. Here's Jackson. Over to the left wing. Second shot opportunity. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty. And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
Pass to Jefferson. Banham. 5 on the clock. The putback. That one doesn't drop.
Not our best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Here's Vandersloot. Spins. Back to Boston. Vandersloot releases. The Mystics again can't hit. To the inside. Ball's knocked loose. Stevens, that's good.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
Pass to Atkins. Can they get it? For the basket. Her 8 for 13 from the floor.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. They sure add up.
Here's Banham. Vandersloot defending. And here's Cannon. Banham. Vandersloot defending. 3-pointer. And it's Austin with the rebound.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
Back to Jackson. Boston. To tie it up. Rejected by Azare Stevens. And stolen by Boston. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Boston. Boston sets a screen. Here's Atkins. And she hits it to tie up the game.
Key points from Boston. She knows when she needs to step up.
And the Liberty call time here.
Coach thought the players were looking a little tired and called the timeout to give them a chance to catch their breath.
Here's Banham. Long range from the inbound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebounding stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yeah, they battled to a standstill on the boards, but the game isn't over yet. We'll see who keeps up the energy.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
And the Liberty with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Shot to stop the run. It doesn't go for her.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Pass to Boston. Double team Aaliyah Boston. Shot clock at 5. Misses off the right iron. New York trailing here. Here's Banham. And she's back in business as a jumper finally drops. And here's Washington. Now here's Vandersloot. It's time to take a glance at that awesome block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now here's Boston. Azure Stevens with the block. And that one's good, Austin. And here's Banham. Pass to Cannon. Stevens. Here's Mack. Guarded by Austin. 4 on the shot. Let's go with a 3. And a rebound goes to the Mystics.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D. Because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Boston. Nails it.
Strong finish from Gina Charles, taking the hit well and powering through it.
Timeout called the Liberty. Pass to Banham. And here is Stevens. She's guarded by Boston. Knocked away and stolen by Boston. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that puts them up 5. And she is unable to get the second one. Absolutely critical chance right here.
And they need this to go their way.
Here's Banham. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
14 foul. At the line for the away team.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. She's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop for her.
Time running low here.
Score quickly and then probably foul them.
You just can't waste time here.
The shot by Stevens, no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Stevens, 5th personal foul. 5th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Ariel Atkins, 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Outside Stevens. So the Mystics win it. And in the end, a comfortable win in what was a pretty hostile environment.
Yeah, you know, it's never going to be easy on the road. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.